The following podcast is a part of RadioMisfits.com. And now it's time for the Mr. Nailsin Show.
Here we go.
What the fuck am I looking at?
Well,
What is this? What?
well, again, somewhat questioning whether I'm pretty sure this is a woman.
Just look at the hair, okay?
Now this is the victim, but I mean, is that an Adam's apple?
Really? That's the victim?
That's the victim. Yeah. See, she's in the orange jumpsuit. You know.
She was annoyed to find out that there was a dick there.
Maybe so. Said, look, I'm a lesbian.
Oof. So what's the story here? The ex did what?
Okay, ex arrested after Minneapolis woman found dead under tarp mattress following car
Why are
crash.
you? I hate that they say woman. In death, you should revert back to your birth sex.
Well, they don't want to be canceled.
It should be completely clinical. Look between the legs.
Well, that's an Adam's apple, isn't it?
That's a full-blown dude, yeah.
Yeah.
No question. On many fronts. Down to the hands. Even the hands. The hands aren't even prominently featured there, which I'm sure
but that's
he knows
some
that
rough
part
hands.
of the issue. Those are big man hands. Granted, he looks like a fag, but I mean, it's
well, it's required for, to get there.
part of the picture.
It's
yeah.
part of the transition.
A
32-year-old
woman.
Yeah. This is a woman, even
Yeah.
though there's some
No
androgyny here, but
But that is
that's still a woman. Yeah.
that's a person who does not have a penis.
No, there's no penis, and apparently didn't want one. I'm guessing, I don't know.
I don't know if
She's
that was
30.
a problem.
She's 32 years old and facing a murder charge after her ex-girlfriend was found stabbed to death following a car crash.
Wow.
So deputies received a call about a single car crash.
People react differently to these, intense things like a car crash.
I told you to look where you're going. God damn it, bitch.
Or was this a stab first and then just crashed while trying to get away
I think
with
she
the
was
body?
trying to get right. I think that's the deal. She was trying to get rid of the body and crashed. So received a call about a crash. They responded. While there, they made contact with the driver, Margot Lewis, and checked her car for any additional victims. Well, they discovered a body in the back seat and said the conditions of the deceased were suspicious.
Huh.
They said it was immediately apparent that the death was not a result of the motor vehicle crash.
You think she was not trying to make it look like just an accident, was
No,
she?
I think the accident was not supposed to happen. She just wasn't thinking straight after committing murder. They took her to, they arrested her.
Immediately apparent.
So she's initially arrested for interference with a dead body. So, investigators identified the victim as Liara Kaylee Sy.
Larry Sy.
Yes, Larry Sy. So,
I always like the name Liara.
Liara. And they found an apartment under her name in Minneapolis. Minneapolis criminal, blah, 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 blah. Obtained a warrant.
Liara is a perfect name for a woman, by the way.
Yeah.
Liara.
They went to Sy's apartment and inside found a scene indicating violence. Sy's cause of death. So I guess blood everywhere. Has been listed as multiple
handfuls of hair on the ground. And
yeah, that was a big bunch of
a thumb
there,
maybe severed laying around.
Yeah, severed thumb was used to drain her accounts. Sy's cause of death has been listed as multiple sharp force injuries.
Sharp force.
What?
God damn. I've never heard stabbing described as a sharp force injury.
Why can't they say knives? What? If it was screwdrivers, then say screwdrivers. Lewis was transferred to the Hennepin County Jail, where she's in custody on 2 counts of murder.
2 counts of murder for killing the man and the woman.
Yes. Larry and Liara. She killed them both. Sai's body was cold to the touch and was wrapped in a bed sheet, a blanket, a futon-style mattress, and a tarp. Good Lord.
Wow.
She reported
I was just taking her to the hospital. Didn't want her to bleed on my upholstery.
They always say, yes, apply pressure to the wound. Said she had a large wound on the right side of the neck around the carotid artery. Lewis...
Look, I mean, some trans motherfucker needs to get stabbed in the neck, probably.
Well, yeah, I mean... You lied. Okay, Lewis was in town from Boston visiting Sai. Both Sai and Lewis are trans. Oh, they're both trannies. Man, she fooled us.
Well,
all right. So they're both transgender, but officials reportedly said they did not appear to be any indications of an anti-trans hate crime.
God.
Well, I guess if they're both trans.
I mean, why even bringing it up?
I don't know.
You can't do a hate crime. She's a freak, too.
So Out Front Minnesota said in a statement, Sai was a DJ, producer, crisis counselor, and beloved member of the trans community. In
Jobless whore.
So what's the story? I don't know. But, all right, the second one full.
You know how it is. They get in these dick measuring contests.
Boy, God, I thought I had read this, but I didn't even catch that one.
I had balls, didn't she?
Yes, it takes balls, but just can't drive very well.
2 counts of murder.
Yeah.
Why do you get 2? How do you get that?
Well, again, killed the female identity and the male body.
I mean, that was humor. I mean,
I know, but I guess in legalese, why not? I mean, who the hell can make sense of this shit?
Throw the book at her. Throw 2 books at her.
Well, there's only one book, but you can pick it up and throw it again.
Now that you told me that is a fucking dude, it's like it seems so obvious.
I know. The more you look, because I was saying, well, certainly androgynous looking, but then
the other one.
Sorry, lesbians. I thought this was a lesbian thing, but
oh, it is. They were 2 women.
Wow. Were they fighting over who gets?
This
to
is absurd. This reporting is absurd.
Yeah, you're not telling the truth here. You can't even. They don't even want to identify knives as knives. Sharp force.
Yeah. Stabbed her to death.
Jeez.
Stabbed her to death. Found under tarp mattress.
Jesus.
Slit her fucking throat. His throat. He slit his throat.
Attack that Adam's apple.
Well, look, I say more of this would be great.
That's where it ends. Yeah.
You know, one goes to prison, the other one's dead. Good.
Jesus.
You know?
And
win.
But geez, writers. I'm losing jobs to AI. Yeah.
Yeah, you deserve it. These motherfuckers had dicks. They're dudes, and a dude killed another dude. And
stop lying.
Stop lying, y'all.
Jesus. All right. Let's calm down from that.
Yeah.
Horrible woman. So here's
horrible mom. Horrible mom.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. Horrible mom.
Horrible mom. Weird bitch, too, looks like.
Yeah, this doesn't look good.
Oh, bad boy became a woman. Oh, nice.
I know.
That looks just like Bad Boy. Holy shit.
Bad Boy.
Who pinned that fucker's ears back? Yeah.
Yeah, they are pointed, aren't they? Yeah, look at that. Whoa.
That's just a Horrible mom, for one thing.
Wearing a trash bag.
I mean, again, with the... I'm not really sure about this. The maternity of this individual.
Was this a biological child that she gave birth to?
I just am not feeling a woman there.
This takes us to Florida. So, 27-year-old quote-unquote woman is in custody after she allegedly ran over her boyfriend and their toddler son, leaving the child in critical condition.
How's the boyfriend?
Yeah, well. So, Aaliyah Ross and her boyfriend got into an argument in their home. The male victim went outside because he'd had enough of that shit with their 16-month-old child to calm down. But that reportedly angered Ross while outside. The 25-year-old man reportedly threw a cinder block on her car. Oh, well. See,
Dave, I'm going to go calm down.
Yeah. I got to blow off some steam. I know. I'll lift some cinder blocks and throw them.
What is this? Oh,
you see, this is where the counselor would point that out, Pat. You see, now what did you do? Well, I threw a cinder block at a car. See?
Well, wait, it angered her when he went outside.
When he left, yeah, when he went outside, she was angry.
But while he was out there,
he threw a cinder block on her car.
Something about that whole phrasing is weird.
Right. Well, I guess he put the 16-month-old down on the ground to pick up a cinder block and throw it at the car.
So she became more upset then.
Yes, she became more upset, so she got in her car and lunged forward as if motioning to hit the victim.
Hello, everyone. It's time for Morning Brief, and I hope you have your favorite coffee. This is Bespoke Physical Therapy. They're in Winter Haven. If you need some physical therapy,
that's a sponsor.
They can help you out. Wonderful people, got to be true.
Yeah.
This is Aaliyah Ross. She's 27. She and her husband, Devin, get into an argument in their house. Mm-hmm. And Devin goes outside, allegedly to calm down. But while he's in the process of calming down, he throws a cinder block onto her vehicle. Well, that makes her mad.
Yeah.
Did I mention to you that when Devin went outside, he took his 16-month-old son, well, actually their 16-month-old son, outside. Well, when the cinder block went onto the car, it made Aaliyah even madder. So she got into the car, and she lunged forward in the car like she was going to run over him. Now, he's holding the 16-month-old baby. Well, she said, I guess he didn't get out of the way, so she lunged again and ran over Devin and her 16-month-old baby. Did you hear what I said?
Yes.
She ran over her boyfriend and their baby. Like bump, 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 run over them, okay? Then she runs the car into a neighbor's house, which is supposed to be some kind of relative.
Which is it?
She leaves with the baby she's injured. Devin is on his way to the hospital, calls her and says, you've got to take the baby to the hospital. She said, no, I'm going to leave him at the house. So she drives back to the house and puts the child in the house by himself. And then she takes off again. Devin goes back to the house, picks the baby up, and they both go to the hospital. Listen to me.
I am.
The baby is in critical condition this morning. In the hospital in Tampa. And after she runs over her baby, after she leaves with him, she brings him back to the house and leaves him alone and him in critical condition at 16 months old. And then she takes off again. So obviously, we're not impressed with her conduct. She's clearly violated all kinds of laws of the state of Florida. So we track her down in Orlando at her sister's. Our colleagues from the Orange County Sheriff's Office helped us by taking her into custody until we could get there and interview her. she's locked up on too many charges to talk about in the short video.
Well, it's not that
You're talking
short.
about
And I
crazy.
can see it right there. So
Here's a crazy woman.
Make it
good
as
day.
long as you want. He said she was a crazy woman.
see, even he agrees, Pat. Bitch, you are crazy. Just wanted to get back to the video. There we go.
Approve, yeah.
Now, he's holding the 16-month-old baby. Well, she
Shit,
said,
it's on
I
video.
guess he didn't get out of the way, so she lunged again and ran over Devin and her 16-month-old baby. Well, she said, I guess he didn't get out of the way, so she lunged again and ran
jeez.
over.
Yeah. And then she doesn't give a shit about the kid. Leaves him there.
Didn't get out of the way. I mean, he was running
Yeah.
with the baby in his arm. I mean,
Yeah. Well, he didn't get out of the way.
your voice is it was doubled up and echoed on that, by the way.
Really? Is it still echoing now?
Yeah, actually it is.
What the hell? Oh, maybe it's because of the sharing audio thing.
I don't know.
Well, that's weird. There's only one source of the. Oops.
Hello,
Man, goodbye. We don't need to talk to you anymore. Now, stop. How does it sound now?
Normal.
Okay, that's what it was. I just got to
It's
turn
weird,
it off
though.
to share the audio.
Huh.
Oh, shit. I should have kept my mouth shut.
I don't know why that happened.
That is odd. I'm not sure what the deal is, or maybe it's the. Anyway.
Yeah, well, Grady Judd is a true, a truly great lawman.
He is, yes. I can't argue with any points he made there.
That's a crazy woman. I believe he's got a sponsor for his morning briefing. That's
He's
amazing.
got a sponsor for his morning briefing about the crazy. We should have a sponsor. For bitch, you are crazy.
Yes. A coffee.
Oh, folks, you're going to need a good sip of coffee for this one.
Yeah. Who is this? This one
Well,
was
this
running
is
for
probably the hottest one of the batch.
I'm looking twice at all of them.
Okay, good point.
I mean, she has those permanent comic strip mad eyebrows. If I were to draw an angry person,
Oh, yeah.
I would have those eyebrows that are slanted down like that.
Woman running for county board seat arrested for allegedly throwing tarantula at housemate.
I know there ain't no laws against throwing a damn spider on your roommate.
I wouldn't think so.
That's crazy.
So
Seriously, a tarantula?
yes, that's what she did.
They don't even, everybody knows tarantulas don't do shit. I mean, they have some shit on their, those little hairs can shoot out and get in your, if they get in your lungs, I guess that's bad or something. But I mean, it's not.
It's
really-
not like the black widow spider or brown recluse. Those,
right.
They can
or
kill
anything. Yeah, they're not poisonous like that.
you. No.
Although, if somebody threw a tarantula on me, I guess I would want them fucking
Yeah,
arrested.
I wouldn't like it, but
God, tarantula throwing bitch. She obviously doesn't care about the tarantula either.
no, as you'll see.
Wow, that's a bad roommate right there. I'm going to say it.
That's Marissa Simonetti. Jackie Vasquez moved into Simonetti's home, though Simonetti is reportedly not the owner. The two women allegedly got into an argument because Vasquez claimed there was a spider infestation in the house. Simonetti, in an interview, said that
So she threw a spider at her.
said that Vasquez bombarded her with text messages regarding problems in the house, which made Simonetti feel uncomfortable.
Oh, God, that's such a fucking, that word is such a cop-out. I'm uncomfortable. I don't feel comfortable. Fuck off with your lack of comfort. Uncomfortable just means, like, I hate that bitch.
Yeah.
I hate this person I'm talking to.
She pissed me off. There.
Yeah, I've heard the word uncomfortable before.
It made
I'm uncomfortable in the car with you when you won't continue an argument with me. I get uncomfortable.
Okay, you're becoming toxic right now.
Anger makes me uncomfortable.
Their dispute allegedly reached a boiling point when Simonetti opted to bamboozle her by blasting Christian music and tossing items down the stairs.
What? I don't think she knows what bamboozle means. Fooled her.
Screaming at her and buying a tarantula, so she bought it.
She opted to cheat her out of money by blasting Christian music, tossing items down the stairs. Bamboozle. These people are idiots.
So she bought a tarantula, and so she could throw it at Vasquez.
She bought it special.
Yes. Happy birthday.
Could have just been a coincidence.
Sure.
I was going to go buy a tarantula anyway.
Simonetti called the incident kind of comical.
Likening it to actions taken by Kevin McAllister in Home Alone. Yeah?
I can see your point.
That's hilarious. What, you push her down the stairs and she stepped in a bucket. And
Yeah.
And then a pot fell on her head and she hit it with a cooking spoon.
Oh, yeah.
There were ball bearings on some stairs. You know, shit happened.
Finally,
that kid was he did some criminal shit, you know. If those guys were if they were just roommates.
Oh, yeah.
That's the problem. You were just roommates. They weren't burglars. She wasn't a burglar.
Yeah, you missed that part. Simonetti argued she never came near or touched Vasquez. Yeah, but the tarantula did.
Yeah, you could have shot her without coming near her, you know.
Simonetti claimed Vasquez was a squatter and joked that she should have invited her for tea and crumpets instead of escalating the situation.
Guess I should have invited her for tea and crumpets, but instead I
had her arrested.
I got angry.
Now Vasquez says she's not a squatter. I paid rent. So
yeah, not a squatter.
Simonetti previously worked in real estate, though her license was revoked in 2016 due to fraudulent, deceptive, and dishonest practices.
Whoa, that's pretty hard.
Yeah.
To get, kicked out of real estate.
Her ex-fiancé also sued her in the past for allegedly trying to use his credit cards and money.
Wow, and she's running for office.
Yes, of course. She's perfect.
She's a natural.
She's running for District 6 seat in the, Hennepin County Board. And her platform slogan is rebuilding safety through family value.
Theft, tarantula throwing.
Star Tribune reports Simonetti admitted to having an OnlyFans account. Oh. When asked about claims she worked as an escort, she responded, "People will have questions about that. It sure beats swiping on Tinder endlessly and having my time wasted by guys who want a free or fun time. I've done absolutely nothing wrong and nothing to be ashamed of. So, yes, she was a hooker."
My God. So she just shares the rationalization and goes, so I've done nothing wrong, if that is true.
She's perfect for politics.
If that is true. Yes. It sure beats swiping on Tinder endlessly. That's so funny. So those are the choices, huh? Yeah. Swiping on OnlyFans or swiping on Tinder endlessly.
Or, get paid for being fucked.
Look, these are the options.
Yeah.
Who want a free fun time? No, that shit costs you money. Yeah, free fun time. What's wrong with that? You got to pay for my time.
That's right. I mean, those tarantulas don't come cheap.
Therefore, I've done nothing wrong. I have nothing to be ashamed of because, like I told you,
I'm a whore. As for the tarantula incident and running for the county board, Simonetti said, "I'm good at creatively solving problems." And at the end of the day, I didn't physically harm anybody except maybe the tarantula. I'm a little unconventional in my ways. Sometimes, I'm a silly goose. So there we go.
You look like a silly goose. Wow. I wonder if it's illegal to campaign on your OnlyFans.
I don't see why. I guess maybe. Well, yeah.
Well, are you giving equal time? There's different. They have laws about weird shit with campaigns.
Yeah,
so.
I don't know because you pay to enter the account. So I don't know if that would be all right for her to take funding that way.
You can show one tit.
You show both, we're gonna have a problem.
And nothing from the waist down, but one tit. And not one at a time, just one total.
It's like you have to suck off your opponent. Okay, we're good.
Man, this chick. I think will get elected.
Yes.
It's a matter of time. Yeah.
Why not?
Why not?
And she's just a silly goose.
Let's get. Yeah,
she's doing goose.
Her way of framing things is just. It's triggering, to say the least.
All right. Well, good luck, silly goose.
Silly goose. You silly tarantula throwing goose.
And now back to the horror show.
I love how when you bring these up on this particular site, I can always just see the eyes up. And until you
scroll down and you see.
It never gets any better. She's got those same damn eyebrows, too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. How this is trouble.
That looks like the one we were just looking at, but like in 40 years or something.
Yeah, this is Silly Goose in the future.
Oh, God. Mother Goose.
Yeah. So Mother Goose is accused of fatally starving and neglecting 2 missing children and burning their remains.
Christ.
Jesus. Okay, so they responded to Avante Devon's home to a report of mental health crisis. A little more than that. While there, the victim experiencing the crisis told officers he had not seen his brother, Blake Devon, in 5 years. The victim reportedly said his brother had a broken arm the last time he saw him, but was now dead. Good Lord.
Well, he was doing better. Last time I saw him, he just had a broken arm. But
other than that,
she killed him now.
So, investigators learned Avante Devon had adopted 5 children, including 3 boys who were all related to each other, as well as 2 unrelated girls. Well, police said at least 3 of the children experienced appalling conditions at home. The adoptive mother allegedly kept the children in small rooms, sometimes in complete darkness. Avante Devon reportedly gave the kids little to no food, and they could earn nourishment by doing paperwork.
Paperwork?
Which entailed writing hundreds of paragraphs apologizing for their misbehavior.
Oh, my God.
Holy shit. Can you imagine being trapped with this thing?
We got some future writers on our hands, I think. Some future journalists.
Yeah.
With the Stockholm Syndrome, Listen, I was sorry. I shouldn't. The shit I did, I deserve to be starved in a dark room.
Because, I was misbehaving.
This is just paperwork.
Yeah, Avante Devon only reported Blake Devon missing after the investigation began. Officers allege Avante Devon mentally abused and starved Blake Devon to death and had another individual in the house help her dismember and burn his remains.
Some people will say that homeschooling is a bad idea.
Well, it helps to check up, As they continued their investigation, police learned another adopted child disappeared from the Devon home. 27-year-old London Devon.
Holy shit.
That's
He
not a
should have
child.
disappeared from the
Yeah.
home
You
a
mean
long
he-
time ago.
You mean he left? London Devon was last seen in 2019. Had special needs and required
Obviously,
extensive care. Okay. London Devon also experienced fatal starvation and neglect.
He'd have been first on my list, too, actually.
Because, he was a big boy. And
He eats like a horse.
investigators found a metal barn barrel containing partial human remains of two different people. And they sent them to a private lab for identification. Officials reported determined one set belonged to London. Investigators have not yet positively identified the second one, but odds are it's Blake.
One of them kids. Yeah, probably
Yeah.
Blake. I guess,
More than
what they
likely,
haven't
unless
seen.
there was another one they haven't accounted for. So,
Man.
Mother of the
Okay.
Year.
Man, I guess this is a strong argument for abortion, I guess.
Well, she adopted them.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah,
Adoption,
look
not
what
always the solution, that people make it out to be. Can you imagine this lady comes to the adoption agency or whatever? You're just like, no,
Yeah, exactly.
go away.
No.
You want another one?
I
Hold on. Hey, Rick. She wants another one.
Oh, shit. Is that a
Yeah,
Bonte?
Give her another one.
All right. We got
Give her
plenty.
another one.
How else am I going to get my paperwork done?
We just got to fill out some paperwork. Who are these people that would look at her?
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's a mugshot.
Right.
Not flattering.
But still. She's got that look on her face like, really? Oh,
Yeah.
were these kids? Really?
Oh. Like, what did you ever do for them?
Like you're all perfect, right?
Wow.
Jesus. So there you go. Thanks, Mommy.
Man, this is the best website. I got to remember this one.
Yeah, this is
It's just loaded with good
true
stuff.
crime news. All the crimes are
And
true.
and every story along the side, I'm just like, shit.
I know this whole list. Jesus.
There's one good one after another.
So back in my home state for Bayou Crime Report.
Louisiana woman.
Louisiana woman, Mississippi man. Louisiana woman convicted of killing husband and dousing him with gasoline. So there she is.
Did she set it ablaze?
I would think so.
Cato Parish. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Cato.
Cato Parish.
Oh yes.
So Charlene Henderson is found guilty of second-degree murder of her husband, 45-year-old Larry Clark, as well as the possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. She is scheduled to be sentenced, mandatory life sentence.
What is it? What is the problem with pouring gasoline on him once he's dead?
Well, I think it's there's charges there where you're messing with the deceased. You got to have a license for a crematorium and all that.
Oh,
So they could get her on that.
she's doing a home cremation job.
Right. You're not allowed to do that. It's like burying them in the backyard. No, you got to go through the funeral home racket and all that.
Yeah, it's not a hamster here.
Right. So, evidence and testimony revealed in the early hours of May 16, 2022, Henderson reportedly fatally shot Clark and then hid his body under carpet. Yeah, that's not going to work.
Under carpet.
Yeah. I mean, how thin was this guy?
That's just some carpet. Nobody look under it.
The district attorney's office said she texted a photo of him to a relative before calling 911 shortly after and reporting Clark's death.
So she's texted a photo to a relative
Yes. Look what I just did.
with the caption, "Oh, a dead him." Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I just wanted to make sure there was some evidence out there to convict me, just in case these guys couldn't figure it out.
Well, then she called 911 and reported it, so she turned herself in.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so, she did something right.
That's why she gets a life sentence, I guess.
Yeah. So officers, yeah, that's true. We do have the death penalty here, and we use it. Officers responded and noticed an overwhelming smell of gasoline in the home. Ashes reportedly covered Carl.
I think they might investigate that. I mean,
yeah, they thought maybe we all look at this.
Burn a few cones of incense on top of it or something.
Because there were ashes covered Clark's body under the carpet.
Ah.
So I guess she did something like that. During the trial, jurors saw the photo Henderson took of her husband. In it, there was reportedly no gun nearby, but police photos showed a firearm by his head. But Henderson said, I reported for the first time being scared of her life when she shot Clark.
Who's Henderson?
She's the woman, Charlene.
So Henderson,
she said she was scared,
for her life when she shot Clark.
It's the other
I
way
was
around,
scared
lady.
for my life when I shot him.
I thought I was holding the gun backwards.
What? This lady's just an idiot.
Yeah, pretty much.
Man,
but we got to feed her for the rest of her life.
You could fit a roll of quarters into each one of her nostrils, that's for sure. Get a lot of air in the heart and lungs moving, blood pumping. You know. Good athlete, possibly.
Yeah.
Mm.
So that's a wrap on her.
She's not look really upset.
No, she's smiling in the mugshot and everything.
Yeah, I did it. But
shizness happens.
I did the right thing eventually.
All right. We'll end on this one. This is just,
hope it involves sex.
It does.
Sex.
Boy crazy teachers. A little too boy crazy.
Look at them.
There they are.
That guy's not an 11-year-old.
No, that's her husband, soon to be ex-husband. There's her husband.
My God.
No wonder they were cheating.
No wonder they were after 11-year-olds. What the fuck is he dressed up as? Now,
she's in some sort of cat girl costume, so I'm guessing this is like a Halloween party or something. And he's
a homo pimp.
He's the gay cowboy. That's why she had to seek elsewhere. The other one, her boyfriend, I don't know if this is supposed to be a costume thing or not.
I hope to God it is.
The backward hat on.
Oh, it's a backward hat. Yeah.
Yeah. So he has it.
They got this. Look at their pants.
Yeah, they're wearing matching pants. That's
matching aquamarine jeans.
Another BFF, not a husband.
Well, one of these ladies is worthy of an 11-year-old. The other one,
yeah,
I'm not into so much.
Here's their mugshots.
They look a lot more similar there.
Yeah.
I mean, like as far as their number ranking would go.
Yeah. They don't look happy. They're upset about this, but
one's got her eyes are like only about a quarter of an inch apart, I guess.
Yeah, that could be a problem.
Yeah. She seems to know what's going on a little bit more, I think. The other one's like a dope.
Yeah.
So what did they do now?
Well, they're school teachers, but they had an affair with an underage boy. So,
and they flirted. They would flirt with any of the dads. It says here.
Yeah, they were just flirting nonstop.
An affair, you say, with an 11-year-old boy? An affair, both of them. God,
they were.
She looks like Pam from The Office there.
Yeah.
Kind of cute.
The deleted episodes. Yeah, not bad. So she split with her husband. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Come on, get to the story. According to the
social media appear to show him in a new relationship with another woman.
A woman?
Yeah, she was split with her husband. He's already in a new relationship with another woman. That's what you do. Find another one quick.
Yes. So Greason.
Palate cleanser, yeah.
Yeah, Greason and Schuler.
Greason.
Yeah, their names are Brooklyn Schuler and Riley, I guess. Greason. She's been
Brooklyn and Riley.
A lot.
The big names of 1999 or something.
Yeah. Worked together at the school district until they were slapped with charges for allegedly sleeping with male high school students, so multiple students, in October 2021 and January 2022.
But they weren't that old. I mean,
these high school, so
these chicks should be nowhere near a high school.
No, they're too hot. You can't do that.
Yeah, no, you can't.
You just can't do that.
You can. Nobody under 48.
Right. You got to hire these old bags. You know? Yeah.
Guys will fuck these chicks.
Oh, yeah. That's all you're going to think about. And look, she even holds a sign that says yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's the kind of, she looks like fun.
Oh, my God.
Greason allegedly had sex with 2 different male students. Schuler was indicted on charges that she had sex with a different male student, also between those same dates. So they're both like in competition. And, but she only got 1. And she was like, I got 2, bitch.
Well, once you know. It's probably once you pop, it's hard to stop. These guys are a lot of fun, you know.
And then they got caught, so maybe she would have gotten another one.
Their dicks get so hard. And they come so fast and often.
It's amazing. It stays like that.
It's not like these, these old 30-year-old dudes.
Oh, God, no.
Look at these. What is she at? Is that a hot tub that she's sitting at?
She's in a hot tub, and she's wearing a little winter hat. So
it's cold, but I still have to take off my bottoms.
Yes.
And get into this.
I'd like to think she's completely bottomless.
How many fingers are on her left hand?
Oh, geez.
Is it me, or does that look weird?
Is this an AI picture?
Doesn't it look weird?
Yeah, it does. There's the thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's a normal hand, but it does look weird. She's worked it out quite a bit.
I've been staring at that picture, for a few minutes, and finally got to her hands, I guess.
Yeah. So they face charges, blah, blah, blah. This, while the indictment does not specify the age of the students, the wording in the charges seems to indicate they may have been above the age of consent, which is 16 in Georgia.
16?
Yeah. So they might not really have much of a case here.
Damn. You know how close I am to the Georgia border? Very close. I could walk there if necessary.
So the city schools have not responded.
It says the indictment alleges the women reasonably should have known that the boys were enrolled in the school district, but let's face it, they very reasonably didn't give a shit. But it does not claim they had direct contact with the boys as educators. Okay,
so the boys were not in their classes.
Not their natural environment. Yeah.
But come on. Oh, they were students? I didn't know that.
What do you mean? I thought he was 28.
No, come on. That's the whole thing, the whole fantasy and shit. You bitches were totally into that shit.
See you at summer break.
Gee, I wonder if she did those guys at the same time.
Well, she did describe Schuler as her best friend and her ride or die. People just break out that ride or die like, ride or die. Anybody with a ride or die, fucking, oh boy.
And Schuler was her bridesmaid at Greason's wedding. I wonder if they're still buddies.
I mean, if they are, it'd be a good sitcom.
Okay. Well, good luck, girls. And that's a happy ending there. The other stories were pretty horrific.
I'm going to Georgia to meet those bitches.
Yeah. They're single now, Pat.
What town was that?
Well. And I'll just look it up real quick.
Just text it to me. I don't know.
Georgia, Calhoun, the town, or whatever it was.
Calhoun, Georgia?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
I have heard of it. I know it's around. I think my high school played that high school. That can't be, though. He wouldn't have gone out of state.
Calhoun, Georgia. Yeah, they're single. So,
Calhoun.
Nailsin on the mic, the Mr. Nailsin Show. News and laughs tonight, where the wild stories flow. Tune in every day for a world of fun and more. Doug will light your way with his tales that we adore. The Mr. Nailsin Show, laughs and stories go.
The views and opinions expressed during the Mr. Nailsin Show do not necessarily reflect those held by RadioMisfits.com. So, any complaints and or comments should be sent to @Mr. Nailsin on Twitter, where they will be promptly ignored and or blocked.